you know? Yeah, so that was your personal energies. We're going to go to these Doreen Virtue Magical Unicorn cards. And here we're going to take directional energies, okay? So again, we're going to take directionally what's where your past has been, what your present is currently, and your future. So directional energies, past, present, and future, okay? Take one more shuffle. All right. Past, present, and future energies for Sagittarius. So here's past, present, and future. So in the past, you have best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. The energy I'm getting here is that potentially you may be finding that people you resonated with in your past, kind of like what we see here with when we heard about from our spirit advice about leaving your past self behind. There may be some friends that you don't really find you connect with as much anymore, or friends from your past that may not be on the same journey as you spiritually, and you find it hard to connect with them now. So again, it's okay to redefine yourself and move away from those type of energies and old narratives. You don't necessarily need to leave them behind per se, but maybe you don't spend as much time with these people, or you release them with love, and maybe they will come back and resonate with you again on your energy as you are now. But you may need to leave some people in the past that just no longer are meeting you energetically on the same level. In your present, we have wish upon a star and decide. So wish upon a star, make a wish and expect the very best. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want, so decide. So I think that, again, goes in with this passion of finding out what it is that you really want for your life, whether it's career or relationship or family even. Go towards your dreams. Wish upon a star, decide that that's what you want, and just go for it. Don't get caught maybe with these people that you think might judge you. Don't get caught up in the possibility of what others might think or what people might say because you're different now, you know? Sometimes it's hard to break away from family or friends that may think differently than you, and you may feel might judge you for choosing to go a certain way. Like, don't let that hold you back from going towards your passion and what it is that you really want to do. So I think presently it's just figuring out what it is that you really like, where you want to go and where you want to be in the next year, and really work towards that dream that you have. And in the future, it's this confirmation that whatever you decide here in the present is going to happen. It says true. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. So once you have this decision and you find that passion and you make that dream, and like you clearly define that, you will manifest it. It's here. It says true for your future directionally. So it'll happen. You just have to figure this out from this personal growth and leaving this past definition of self and moving into future self and who you are now and not who you were then, and truly following that path of who you are now. You've probably leveled up from then, you know? So you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're choosing is on that level. It's not below. All right, so we're going to get in. I'm going to just move these over here. Bring these over here. All right, and we're going to do a 7-card tarot spread. So this is going to be like your core spread. And this is going to go over really some guidance, some lessons you've learned over the last year. What can you expect going into the year coming up? And we're going to be using the Unicorn Tarot deck. All right, so these over so we have a space. Okay, so card number 1 is Sunset, which is lessons you've learned from this past year, which we see the 9 of Rods. So you may have gone through a lot this year, but you've definitely prevailed and you've come back from that and you've defeated everything that's happened. You may have had some challenges and tribulations, but you're still here and you learned that you can get through anything. And you know, what doesn't kill us make us stronger. And you can see the strength in this person in this card, which is you. You know, that's your energy. You've come out stronger. Whatever it is that you've dealt with this year, you've definitely come out stronger on the other side. So continue to believe that you can prevail and you can get through anything, you know. Card number 2 is your horizon, what to expect into the next year. Page of Swords. Let me get one more card on this. Why is the Page of Swords here? For what to expect for Sag in the next year. Okay, so this feels like it has to do with some kind of relationship. Something you've been wondering about in a relationship is going to be clear to you. You're going to get some truth about something. We see the 8 of Cups. So it could have been a relationship that you may have walked away from in the past, but that you still have a little bit of like feelings deep down inside that you still care about this relationship or this person. We do see the Lovers here, so that's why I'm getting this relationship feelings. But it does look like you're standing strong in your truth also. So this person, the expectation that this person needs to be truthful with you is set. And if they don't come back to you in truth and come correct to you, you won't accept them back into your life, regardless of the feelings that you may still have for them. So, and this could, and I think just this truth also needs to be part of everything going into your life for the next year. Like, don't accept things unless it feels right and it feels true to who you are and authentic to who you are. So although this specifically does talk about a relationship to me, I think more generally what to expect in the next year is just that you will be able to see the truth and that you will be acting from a place of truth, you know? So just keep an eye out for this energy of someone that might be coming back who may want to get back into your good graces potentially, but you really need to keep your instincts about you, about getting the truth, you know? All right, card number 3 is a challenge you may face coming up in the next year. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So I think this card kind of indicates that fear of taking the step forward if there was like some kind of new project or new job that you were looking to go after. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very stable and makes their own money and, you know, is the ultimate like mother figure or partner figure. And I think the challenge is potentially losing that stability or having a fear of losing that stability that you've already created for yourself by taking a new risk. But again, going back into this expectation card, like if it feels right, trust your gut. Don't let the fear take over what you know feels right and authentic for yourself. Card number 4 is your strengths and how to harness it. Six of Cups. We'll take one more card on this. There's 6 of Cups here for strengths. There's the 6 of Cups here for strengths. And the 10 of Rods reversed. So I think that has to, again, do with letting go of your past. The 6 of Cups is past emotions or past relationship or something that you had emotions for deep down, either when you were a child or something that happened to you growing up. Releasing those energies. You see the 10 of Rods, which typically upright is burdens and reversed is letting them go. So your strength is your ability to move on from hurt and your past pains and any burdens that you carried from the past. And we see this, you know, kind of goes back to this releasing your past lives. So I think the strength in that, or the releasing of that, will bring you strength. Card number 5 is advice and lessons. Ooh, we have the Empress. So I think the Empress is just embracing your divine feminine and owning yourself and your power and sitting in your power in the next year, like having that confidence. You are a fire sign. So you see her in this beautiful red gown, very fiery, almost Queen of Wands like kind of, but typically we see the Empress a little bit more, you know, like Mother Gaia, but in this deck we see her very much like fiery and strong, you know, kind of again with this 9 of Wands, like sitting in your power, knowing your power, finding this passion that you want, you know, to move into. So again, that's your advice, is just like redefining what it is that excites you and who you are and what your power is going into this next year. Card number 6, guidance for the year ahead. Oh, we got the 10 of Cups. So I think just stay positive. Know that what you're kind of like what we saw with the directionally, once you make that decision of your next move, whatever it is that you're going to work on will come to fruition and it will happen. So the 10 of Cups, you know, is that ultimate wish fulfillment, getting all of that which you put your work into really come full circle and be successful. So just keeping in that energy of believing that it is going to happen and believing it to be true, I think is the biggest piece of guidance here for you going into the next year. And then card number 7, which is the last card for the tarot, is clarity and personal theme. I've actually never seen the Tower card in this. We'll take one more. There's the Tower here for clarity and personal theme. All right, so you got the Tower and Knight of Cups for clarity and personal theme. I think, again, this has to do with breaking down the old you and letting it kind of crumble a little bit to the ground, and then coming back as this person who is really living in their emotions and living for their truth and living for who they genuinely are and their authentic self, coming back on your white stallion after this crumbling down of the old you. So I think it's just this last year, you really did have a lot of personal growth, like we saw in that first card. And this next year is redefining who you are and what you want and who you want to become and who is the authentic you. Fighting through the fear of not being stable. Like, it's okay to let things fall away if they need to become this more authentic person and find this success, but I mean, overall, we see strength, we see truth, we see discovering that truth and your passion, and just not allowing fear of releasing the old so that you can bring in the new. So this next year, don't allow yourself to really fall back into that fear mechanism, so that you can sit in this power and allow these things to happen. The faster that these old energies of fear fall away, the faster you can create this 10 of Cups for yourself. As soon as you decide on what it is that you are passionate about, on what it is that you would like to grow. All right, and we're just going to finish up with a couple pieces of advice from Spirit. We're going to use Enchanted Unicorns. Take one card from here, and then we'll take one card from the Unicorn cards. All right, one piece of advice from Spirit from the Enchanted Unicorns. Oh, we have Rainbow, feel at peace. So I think just over this next year, there seems to be a lot of letting go of the past and releasing fear and releasing old burdens to bring in the new. And I think just allowing yourself that peace while it's happening. Don't stress about it. Just surrender to what's happening and go with the flow, everything, I see everything working out for you as long as you just kind of let things happen as they should and follow your personal truth. And we'll take one more piece of advice from the Unicorn cards here. One more piece of advice for Sagittarius. Oh, we got two. We got Aspiration and Queen of the Unicorns. You are unlimited, so aim for the stars. Just kind of very similar, for some reason, reminds me of this True card. So, just like we've seen throughout this whole reading, whatever you decide and put your focus on will come true. So believe that your aspirations are supported and you will get there. And you will get to your 10 of Cups. Look at how all these colors kind of match here with this blue. this Nine of Cups here. And then Queen of the Unicorns. It's like the Empress here. You are blessed with love, compassion, and wisdom. So just remember to sit in your power. Know that you are blessed. Know that you are supported. And know that you will be successful. You know, just let go of all that fear that might be coming up. You have overcome it before. And that's what we saw in your lessons from this past year. You know, you've already been through a lot. You know you can handle it. And now as you go into the future and redefine what it is that your future is and what you want, you will be successful by sitting in your power and knowing that you are the warrior, you know? All right. So we have our last message, which is the bottom of the deck message. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes or seconds, I'm sorry, with this. So this to me feels a little bit not as connected to the full year reading, but more of like a specific situation. It may have to do with this love situation that came up earlier with this Eight of Cups reversed and this Lover's card under Page of Swords. So I think there is a relationship or maybe even a friend or a lover that you felt was one of your best friends. There's some residual anger that you may have towards them or something that you're still healing in yourself. What's interesting, we see this like fiery glow around this unicorn, which is very Sag-like energy here. But it's not overwhelming you, but you're letting it kind of maybe build up a little bit and seep inside. But once you learn to release that, like we see here, releasing of the past, and taking one step at a time towards that healing, you see this little fire burning out in the distance, like it'll be the distant past as you keep taking one little step at a time and one little step at a time, because lots of little steps make big dreams come true, and you can leave that energy behind and go towards your new 10 of Cups and your new direction and the new things that you're working on. And that will lead you to your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups, but it will lead you to this new life, new success, new business. Maybe you might meet someone where you'll start a family and kind of leave this residual anger behind from this old relationship. Or potentially, if it's the same person, you may forgive them. And as you guys take those little baby steps together, re-stepping together, you will create this new life together, one of truth and trust, as opposed to any wrongdoings that may have happened in the past, and just kind of, live in forgiveness and love. And then, cherish, rediscover the sweetness of life. Just reaffirms this as you take these little steps and re-find your happiness. These little steps are part of rediscovering the sweetness of life, and you can refine that not everything is hurtful, and not all relationships are hurtful, and you can find people that are on your level currently. And then King of Unicorns, you are blessed with majesty, vision, and power. So, you mate to the Queen of Unicorns here. So I think it does have to do with finding your soulmate or finding your other half, So that was your reading. I hope that you found it helpful, and happy birthday once again. And I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.